Welcome! Thursday morning, guys. We are almost made it through a whole week at school. We are so excited you came back to school today, and we're going to start off with our lunches.
All right, well, it sounds like a delicious lunch today. We're going to be having spaghetti meat sauce or a grilled cheeseburger. Both of those sound like awesome options that you can have at the cafeteria. And in just after we say our pledges and have our moment of silence, Dr. Kate and I both are going to talk about the cafeteria and something important that your teachers are doing. But let's get ready for our pledges. Remember, we stand up and we put our hands on our heart.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. All right, stay standing for our moment of silence. All righty, guys. We're going to talk a little bit about some exciting things that you guys started this week. Did you get a paw point yesterday? I handed out a bunch of them.
Wow.
Yours might have been purple or green or even pink. I saw some pink and red ones yesterday. I love that we are handing out our paw points, and you can earn our paw points doing our expectations. So maybe you were sitting quietly, maybe you were walking in line, maybe you had a hug or bubble like we talked about. These are ones that you're going to get from either your teacher or Miss March, myself, the principal, the cafeteria ladies. All the you big people in your life can give you paw points. And remember, when we have our paw points, we hold on to them, and then when we get back to class, they go in our jar. And remember, when we fill our jar all the way up, we get our letters, and your teachers and you are working on making sure that you have a reward when you get all your paw points filled up in your jar and all of our letters. You get your own little reward. Now, I'm going to be looking around to see who is the first class to get that reward.
Yay.
So when I come in and we're handing out paw points or we're filling our jars, I'm going to ask what we're working for, because it's really important that we're all working as a class together so that we can all have a goal. And I love when I see those kids that are listening and watching. So make sure that you are doing your expectations, and we'll get our paw points.
And I want to talk to my classes in first grade that are down in the cafeteria when I'm down in there on duty, and Mrs. Butler's down there and Mrs. White. We're going to be looking for the quietest class during lunch to give pause points to. So if you are the quietest class, then you will earn pause points for your jar. That we're going to give them to your teacher so that they can put them in your jar to get closer to your reward. So that is one way. But how, Dr. Kate, how are they going to get those pause points in the cafeteria?
We have to keep our hands to ourselves. We're listening, we're watching, we're keeping our food on our plate. And then when it's time to clean up, we're making sure our whole area is clean, and we are staying with our teacher as we line up. Now remember, our voices, we can talk, but make sure we're not yelling. This is a good voice. This is a great voice for the cafeteria. Too loud, and everybody gets too loud.
It was very loud today.
And we don't want our ears to hurt, and we don't want to make a mess or disrupt our friends that are still trying to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have to say, I got to brag on some students today, and I got to brag on some classes. I was in Miss Fuentes' class this morning, and they were doing some of our movements, and they were listening and watching. I was in Miss Picasso's class for stations, and they were making sure that they were listening and watching, and they were doing their work. And then I went in Miss Hinojosa's class, and I had several friends that were watching during their math lesson and listening and following directions. Shout out, guys. You did it. Woo-hoo! So, we're going to end our podcast, and I hope to see you in class. And me and Miss Marchman are looking for our paw points. Get ready, guys. We're coming.